y'all? It's your boy, Math Man H, Hussain Abdullah. We're gonna go live tonight. We're in Chicago right now. We're downtown on Magnificent Mile. I don't know where we're gonna be at 6 p.m., so you'll find out, just like we will. This is the fourth time that we've actually shot in a different state because, I'm a real entrepreneur, and what ended up happening was my wife and I ended up booking something a couple of months ago, and then just so happens it fell on a podcast night, and as you guys know, we're not going to stop the show. I'm going to report live. We're going to do what we're going to do, but at the bare minimum, you're going to get this pre-recorded message to start the show, and then again, we'll see where we end up. So, like we always do, I want to give a shout out to my man Howard's Blend. Get that plant-based protein and go get yourself some of that pre-workout. Check out the book Fear. It's my debut book, but we have version 2 out. All proceeds from the sale of the book Fear go directly to the Mary Kemp Foundation. Shout out to the Mary Kemp Foundation. If you'd like, please donate funds. Right now, we're building a bookstore downtown Killeen, so we have a lot of exciting things going on. Speaking of building and development, shout out to my man Clarity. We got to check out what he's got going on in Belize. So I think that's everybody. I think that's everything. Again, thank you for tuning in, and hopefully you guys enjoy date night. Peace. Chicago, you can see the L. We are about 2 minutes from our final destination. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. We were kind of trying to get here 20 minutes earlier, but the way the world works, I think it actually worked out better. So for some of y'all who never got to see Chicago, you're going to get to see a little bit of Chicago. You're also going to get to see a little bit of the United Center, and you're going to get to kind of see what my wife and I are doing tonight. It just so happens that we decided to book a show, and then the way the podcast schedule worked, we had to do the podcast tonight. So this would be a quick one. If you look in the background, you can see the top of United Center just behind the trees. So we'll get to pull up and you'll see that. But before we start, I'd like to welcome one of my favorite guests, my wife, Iris Abdullah. You want to say something to him?
Hi, everyone.
So right now we're in the back seat of a cab. Shout out to my man Saeed. He's showing us love and getting us here nice and safe. And we're getting a scenic tour of the traffic in downtown Chicago. Actually, let me try something. Let me see if you can see this. You can see a little bit of the skyline here, but we're going to kind of jump into our interview here real quick, and we'll probably be on for another 10 or 15 minutes, but you will get to see what the United Center looks like and what we're doing here tonight. So I'm going back on the side. Don't you love the camera work? So, Mrs. Abdullah, thank you. It's the second time being on the show. Would you like to kind of share a little bit about what's going on with you, an update in real estate, what you're investing in, what you're looking at, the market, something like that?
Okay, so what are we, 2 years into my retirement? I feel like there's been a lot of changes. The market has changed drastically. We are now switching it up. Before we were doing a lot of flipping. Now we're just adding pieces to the portfolio. So going into the mobile homes as well. So, following your lead, of course. And enjoying my grandbabies. I have 2 beautiful grandbabies that I get to enjoy, and it's been good.
So with that, and with the shifts in the market, is there anything that you would suggest, or any advice, or anything that you noticed? Have you felt the effects of the shift in the market?
Personally, yes and no. Yes, the shift because the flipping slowed down, so that fast those lumps of money kind of slowed down. It's taking way longer to flip a property right now. But you're always looking at, even when we're succeeding in one area, thankfully you're always looking to see what's next. So my advice would be, get yourself a great coach and mentor that it's been doing this for a long time. I have mine. And yeah, you just really have to stay ahead of it.
Okay. Well, right now you can see we got detoured. They had a special spot for like Uber drop off. So it looks like we're gonna end up having to walk across the street or something like that, but that's okay. So what we're gonna do here is, in a second, we're probably gonna cut and we're gonna, pay some bills. But in just about 30 seconds, this is a view of the United Center. And we have the event entrance here. So you're kind of getting a real look at what our day kind of looks like. So not good, bad, or ugly, just reality. So we're gonna jump out here and we're gonna start walking. We're back again. So we're gonna see how close we can get, and then we're gonna keep on going with these questions. And again, hopefully you guys are enjoying Chicago as much as we are. We're having a lot of fun. How are you feeling about Chicago right now?
Brooklyn pizza all day, every day.
Yeah, we had a terrible experience last night. I'm not gonna name drop the restaurant because I don't want to hurt a restaurant like that, but they're a really big franchise out here. And honestly, like, I've never had worse pizza. Like, school pizza was better, frozen pizza's better. Like,
The bruschetta and calamari was alright. Bruschetta was amazing. And that's it, right?
yeah, the restaurant was nice, the people were nice, but the food was trash. But we're gonna try deep dish again. I know all my people from Chicago, shout out to everybody from Chicago, is gonna feel like we are biased because we're Brooklynites, but that's really not true. The food was trash. So we're just gonna try it again because I know Chicago got better offerings than the restaurant we went to last night. So we're almost here. We're gonna do a couple more questions, and then when we edit this video down and we take the clips out, we'll have some nice pictures or whatever. And go get that Michael Jordan statue in there. Oh, while we're doing that, who you got? Who's better, Jordan or LeBron?
Come on, you know I have a son named after Michael Jordan. But I'm a LeBron fan.
Well, there you go. So this is what we're here to do. You can see the C, Dave Chappelle. You can see the banners for all the Bulls. Listen, just that we're having a conversation about Jordan and LeBron says something about both of them. It's like pizza and burgers. Like, how could you really pick? But I'm going to pick LeBron. But y'all could drop comments and let us know who you got either way. But as we're getting ready to enter the event. And then, again, we'll take some pictures. We'll probably throw some stuff up on live. And I never really do this. Like, we never really share where we're going, trips, vacations, shows, that type of thing. One, for privacy, and two, just because we like to keep a separation between business and our personal lives. And the only reason you're kind of getting this behind the scenes access is because, again, the show time fell at the exact time that that this event that we're attending started, so we figured we might as well double dip. So that's the United Center. And again, if y'all have any questions, feel free to drop them or shout outs. And I'm mobile right now, so I can't really see your comments and everything. So we're gonna cross here. And then once we get across the street, we'll go into one more question. And while we're doing this, you guys can go back and see some of the older interviews, and you can see Iris's story and her progression. And it really tells the story of where we are for, the last 4 to 5 years of our journey in real estate and our personal relationship, life as grandparents and newlyweds and all of that. So let's just cut back to Iris again. You'll see the boots, I promise. We'll show the boots, but just trying to make sure that we get to where we go and ask these questions with this mic. Oh, actually, let me show you the lavalier. Like, it's so cool. Shout out to DJ Such a Lady for making sure our audio is right. It's windy out here a bit, but I'm gonna assume that you really can't hear it because these lavaliers are amazing. So let's cut back to Iris one more time and get a couple more questions in before we sign off here in the next 5 minutes or so. Okay, so we talked a little bit about real estate. We talked about the portfolio. How do you feel about the new acquisition of the whole mobile home park coming to the family?
Okay, so it's pretty exciting. When you started talking about it, there was like a day or two that's all you spoke about. And I was like, man, he's really excited about this. And then you took me over there. And I was just as excited, so I couldn't stop talking about it for a couple of days. It's really nice. It's a piece that is good for our retirement. So it's just really exciting to be able to acquire things like that at this point.
All right, y'all. We're going to get online, take off the phones. Thank you all for everybody who tuned in. And we might drop a couple of little live clips behind the scenes on Instagram, and then those will be up on YouTube. So you might be able to see what's going on here a little bit more tomorrow night. The side we came in has statues for hockey players. I'm going to see, depending on which way we come out, if we can go around and get the picture with the Jordan statue. So again, we just want to say thank you. We appreciate everybody who's going to see this. And thank you for joining us on date night.
Good night, everyone.
All right, peace.